Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I'm doing a bit of a get to know me and makeup tutorial video. So what I'm going to be showing you is just my everyday, well, I don't wear makeup every day, but my go-to makeup look. It's very simple, very clean girl makeup, if you will. And again, I'm not, well, I didn't say this, but I'd like to just mention here for the people, I am not a makeup artist by any means, but I've always liked doing different looks and stuff, and I feel like I have a good handle on my own face. And you know, if I don't do something to your perfect standard, just know that it's okay, and this is what I like to do. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I already moisturized my face, but I want to put some serum too, so I'm going to put this Cactus 72 Inner Skin Bouncy Serum, and then I'll do some primer. But I really want to take it back to the old YouTube days. I used to love watching all the makeup tutorials and stuff. I feel like if you're an older Gen Z, I'm 26 for instance, if you're like 26, 27, 28, even 30, early 30s, you watched the OG people. Like, you watched like the OG makeup people, right? Like, show how to do this, how to do that, and they were fun. Now all the feel like I barely see beauty tutorials anymore. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. Then I'm gonna use some primer. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I've heard people say that this breaks them out, but not with me, so yeah. Okay, so let's go into some questions. Well, I'm just gonna go in like a mix flop order, so I'll just start generic. Where are you from? So I would say I'm Cuban American. Both of my parents are Cuban and immigrated to the US, and I was born in Miami. Specifically Hialeah area. If you know, you know. And yeah, so that is where I grew up. I've always lived in Florida, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Next question says, what time do you go to bed? I go to bed relatively early. I go, let's say, like 9:30, between 9:30 and 10, but maybe let's say 9 I go to bed, right? But I'm someone that I like to chill in my bed. You either chill in your living room or you like to chill in your bed, and I like to chill in my bed. So if I go into bed at 9, I'm most likely going to sleep at 9:30. But yes, I sleep early. There are days I work out at 6:30, so you know, I gotta get my sleep, because if not, I'm not going to that workout that I scheduled, right? Like, it's really like that. So yeah, I like to sleep early. My mom always tells me when I was a kid, like, I would just be like, all right, I'm done, people, like, going to bed. And I'm very much the same way now. So some things never change. Okay, so I already put the primer and the serum, and it's kind of getting that sticky feel. So now I already did my hair, so I'm gonna have to touch it up a bit, but I'm just gonna wrap it up really quick. This is real life. This is real life, ladies. I have so much hair that even my clips are getting too short, so I'm just gonna do it like that. It's a bit messy, but okay. So for my face base, I'm gonna do this IT Cosmetics CC cream, Your Skin But Better. It has SPF 50, so it's pretty good. And this is in the shade, what's the shade? Okay, I don't know the shade, but whatever. So I'm just gonna put some here. So I'm going to a baptism right now, or a communion, sorry. So I think this is the perfect time to show my makeup routine, but it is specifically perfect for this because we're going to be outside. We're going to be in the sun, and it's currently really hot in South Florida. So yeah, so I'm just dabbing it in my hand with the beauty sponge, patting it in, getting it everywhere. Now that we got the base all together, I'm just gonna take this Fit Me matte and poreless powder in the shade 222. My skin is more on the oily side, and this product, it does make your skin look very glowy. So when you're an oily girl, the glowy can very much read grease. So I like to powder a lot, and for me it doesn't look too oily. So that's what works for me, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush, lightly just powder everything in. I've been using this powder forever and I really like it. All right, now we're gonna go back to the questions. Okay, so this one reads, if you can change one bad habit of yours, what would it be? So I would say a very bad habit of mine is that I am impatient. I'm extremely impatient, and it's super hard, and I feel like I've always been like that. You know, I've always been an impatient person, so not with necessarily wanting things, or I don't know. Yeah, I just think I'm impatient overall. I don't like, I just don't like that anticipation and like not knowing what's happening and when is this gonna happen and all these fears and stuff. So I just really try to not be, but even times I'm like, man, I can't wait any longer. So I would say that that's a big one for me, being impatient. That is a big one. So if anyone has some tips to like not be impatient, let me know. This question says, what are your life goals? So my life goals are to be successful in whatever that means, right? You know, I would love to be like a YouTuber, content creator. You know, if you know me, you've known that I've always like had this personality to do stuff like this, but then I just get nervous and get in my head and whatever. So that's something I want to work on. I want to have a house. I want to have a beautiful home. I want to have like my own creative closet, office, filming space situation. I want to have multiple properties. I want to have vacation homes. I want to travel the world. I want to be married. I want to have children. Just things like that, you know. And yeah, so I would say those are my life goals, and I'm gonna do what I can to get there. For concealer, I'm gonna do the It Cosmetics by Dark Spots. I like using products of the same like It Cosmetics, especially for face. I feel like it just gives the most seamless face. If like pairing products that go together, you don't have to, but I just found that it's something I like. So now I'm gonna do my concealer, and I'm just gonna get a mirror here just so I can see clearly. Who remembers when we used to like triangle our concealer out? Like it would just be a big block under here. What? We were insane.com for that one. I'm not even gonna lie. Typically I do my eyeshadow first. I'm not crazy with the eyeshadow, you're gonna see. So we just did it a little different today. But I've seen on TikTok that a lot of the girlies do it like this because it lifts the eye up, like, you know? It gives very much like, hey, like, I'm not old, you know? So yeah, I'm just gonna let it dry for a second. This one, what is your coffee order? So I have an espresso, so honestly my sister and my brother-in-law gave that to me, so thank you so much guys for getting that for me. So since they got that, I don't really get coffee out, so my coffee at home will just be like an espresso with some milk. I don't know if that's a latte, I don't know if that's a cappuccino or what have you. I just do that. But if I'm going out, I'll get like an iced latte, something like that. This one says, what is your nickname? So I've had a lot of nicknames in my life. I've been called Eli, which isn't my favorite, to be honest. I don't know, it's just boring. I had some friends in high school call me Isa. I'm Elisa, right? So my name is Elisa. So they would call me Isa, like the ISA, and I was like, ooh, like, I like that. So I've been called Isa too, which I'm down for happening again. Let's spread it around. But some people call me Bibsy, my Instagram handle. Funny story, there was, when I started high school, I went to a high school not knowing anybody. I came from a different middle school, and I went to a high school not knowing a person. That is crazy town. But it ended up working out, right? But at first it was kind of hard. And I remember a girl, it was the beginning of the school year, invited me to a party, her 15th birthday party, and she wrote Bibsy on the invitation. Like, she thought that was my real name. I'm like, Nicole, like, what? But I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, you know. So yeah, so my nickname is Bibsy. That's all I would say. Okay, for eyeshadow, I just give myself a crease. So I'm gonna take this ColourPop Nude Mood palette, and I'm going to go for this shade right here with this big fluffy brush. Just dab it in. I like to really get in there, and then like that. Okay, I am back on camera. So I did my eyeshadow. I just did some brown in my crease, and it goes down. For me, I like this look, you know. And when I put sparkly in the middle, I'm like, get it off. Like, I just don't like it, so I keep it very simple with the eyeshadow. So yeah, and we're gonna keep moving forward. Okay, so this one says, what are some of your favorite TV shows? If you know me, you know I love TV, you know. I just love watching stuff. So some of my favorite shows are The Office is a really good one up there. I like, I'm currently watching Sex and the City. I have never seen it before, but this is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. What else? Jersey Shore. I know, but it's amazing. I remember watching it in like middle school when it first came out, and my mom didn't let me watch that, you know. Oh, so just so we're coming back, I'm gonna contour my face with this Milk makeup stick, and this is in the shade Stoked. But first I'm just warming it up on my hand, so when I put it on my face, it's like like it needs to warm up a bit. So that's just what I'm doing right here, just kind of with the warmth of my hand, you know. And now we can go. So yeah, Jersey Shore, The Office, Sex and the City. I know there's another one, it escapes me right now, but yeah. I like Breaking Bad. No, is it Breaking Bad? Yeah, Breaking Bad. I remember that one. And yeah, so they escape me right now, but I would say that those are my favorites. And I'll let this, now I'm gonna take a real, I don't do too, okay, with the contour I don't do too much, so I'm just gonna let it go in there for a second, and I'm just gonna let the contour sit for a second. And now with this Real Techniques brush, I'm gonna pat it. You don't want to swoop, right, because then you get the streaks, so I just like to pat it in and flick a bit, like, but once it's like pat, flick, flick. At least that works for me. If there's a better way, people, let me know a better way. This is another one that I'll come right back for because it is making me nervous. The camera on me, child. So this question says, what are your hobbies? So I like to work out. I would say that's a big hobby of mine. I like just taking walks. I love doing Pilates. I like editing and creating videos. I like watching like documentaries about real life things, or just things that have happened. I like true crime. I like reading. I like going to the pool, going to the beach. I like to sing. I like to sing karaoke and things like that. I like hanging out with friends, you know, very generic stuff. My boyfriend is a big like rock climber and painter and like like things like that. But I'd say I just have different hobbies, and I'm a bit, not that I'm not creative. I used to think I wasn't creative, but I'm like, I am creative. I'm just not like an artist. I'm like paint, never that. But I like imagery. I like videos. I like editing the videos, having ideas for them, you know, and I create graphics. And I'd say another hobby is graphic design. I do that with work too, so you know, it's part of it. But yeah, those are some of my hobbies. Okay, this one says, what was your dream job as a kid? Child, I'm just gonna go in with another blush. It looks kind of dark on, or no, it looks lighter, but it's a bit darker in real, but I'm just gonna go with a little bit. So my dream job when I was a child was to be like a scientist. I don't know why. Maybe I thought just potions were cool, like, but I don't think they're really doing potion stuff. So I think that was a dream that came and went, because I was never a science person in high school. Science and math was never my thing. I was more into like language arts, creative writing, history. Well, not really history. I had one good teacher in high school, but yeah, I wasn't really into it. I'm going in with some more bronzer. This one is a different shade, and I'm doing this fluffy brush for it. Now I'm going to do some mascara, but I am not doing that on camera because those are crazy faces that happen. So I'll be right now that my mascara is done. I did get some here at the top, if you can see, but I learned that you're supposed to wait for it to dry and then go with this, don't know what I dropped, and then go with a spoolie like so and just clean it out. So now I'm just gonna gel my brows. I don't fill them in because, as you can clearly see, they are thick, so I don't really need to do that. The face is complete. I'm just gonna get some Laura Mercier. Just gonna take some Laura Mercier translucent powder and get that everywhere to soak everything in. Just pat, 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 pat. There we go. So now that everything is set into place, I do my lips before, like right before I'm going to the event. So I'm not going to do it on camera here, but I'll show you what I use. So I use the Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. It's just like this mauve shade. This shade is never in stock, so I wish I bought more from last time, but I didn't. And I just take this Mary Kay lipstick I've had forever, and this is in the shade Maple. So that is my lip combo. I set the face, and I'm just gonna put on some setting spray really quick. Make It Last Milani setting spray. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know me as well. So make sure you subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and if you have any suggestions of what type of videos you would like, please let me know in the comments. You can follow my Instagram at Bibse, that's B-I-B-S-E. And yeah, so without further ado, I am out. I'm just gonna fix this crazy hair, and I will be right back. So thanks everyone for watching, and have a good one.